Hey OPC, Tammy here. Welcome to this month's Reformer class, High Five for All.
Welcome to OnlinePilatesClasses.com, the most supportive Pilates-loving community across the globe. Enjoy new weekly classes from our amazing teachers. Download the OnlinePilatesClasses.com app today.
Yeah, we're high-fiving. We're high-fiving ourselves because we're amazing. We're high-fiving all of the exercises we're going to get to do in this special 15-minute class. And we're high-fiving our spines because the 5 we're talking about are the 5 spinal shapes. If you don't know what those are, don't worry about them. We're going to go over them a lot today. But people ask, well, what difference does that make if I know what the 5 spinal shapes are, if I can feel the 5 spinal shapes? It makes a lot of difference. If you would like to have more strength, more power, more endurance in your workouts in life, being able to feel those spinal shapes is going to change the way you exercise. It's going to help you anchor from the right places and get your reach from the great places. So having the ability to access those shapes, to connect to them in your way is also going to increase your flexibility and your flexibility training. And helps prevent injury. There's nothing like trying to play your favorite sport, hang out with your friends, take a trip, and things are hurting. Being aware of where you are in your body is the best way to prevent injury. And when we do our workouts here at OPC and you are strengthening your body, that's going to help you when you go out in the world. Because trust me, it's all the other things that we do that really screw us up, right? We're often bending and reaching for something at the same time, reaching for something in the backseat of the car, twisting, passing, stooping, all the things without thinking about our posture. So let's think about it here and let's find our sweet spots. As we go along today, the only props I'd love you to have for our beginning and our end are magic circle and ball. You could have 2 balls, a pillow. We just need some things you can press into. Of course, you need your box that comes with your reformer and your pole. We'll use that during one of our ab sequences. And let's get started talking about some spinal shapes. All right, turning to the side here. I have 2 springs on and foot bar low, and we just want to be on the box with a kind of a long leg, long angle to the legs here. Go ahead and place that ball right between somewhere around the knees and the thighs. And you want to make sure you have just enough room to put your magic circle right on top. And we're going to find tall, right? Seems like that should be the position everybody can find. I can't tell you how hard it is sometimes to just find a tall spine. So think of pressing down with your tailbone, down with your buns like they're heavy. And then with the crown of the head, you're reaching up. Now, if you press just a little bit down into your circle and think about that position, what we're trying to stay away from is this forced extension in the lower back, right? That's not going to feel so great. We want to find length from the crown of the head. Now, the pressing down of the ring is just helping us use the back muscles, the chest muscles, the abdominals, a bit of the glutes, squeeze that ball. These are all the things that help us stay in a tall posture. So let's go to round. Now, a lot of times when round is happening, I tend to find the first place most of us want to pick from is the lower back because we can always access that, right? But that's really about us tilting the pelvis, not so much about us curving the spine. So let's shift our gaze down to the ball. And as you exhale, think of trying to place your last rib over your thighs. This is the same position we would use in hundreds in any of our overhead, legs over your head postures. And can you feel those upper abs really engage, the belly button pull in? Sometimes you'll hear all the instructors say, trying to find that longest round in your body. This is where we're talking about. Okay, let's go for our extension. I'm always very aware of using the word arched here because it's so easy to arch. I'm going to let my feet hang for this one if you can. If your reformer's a little low to the ground, it might not hang so much. And I'm going to drop the circle and bring the ball to the front of this front panel, short side of the box. Now, just press a little bit into the ball so that you feel your chest starting to expand, your heart starting to come forward. And at the same time, put your tailbone down on the box. Now, as you continue to press and open the chest, that helps you find that extension position without going into this hyper curve, which is going to hurt eventually. Let's find where that extension feels good, where it's the arch we like. Okay. How about if we use horseback position to go through just those 3 spinal positions? So I'm going to back up a little bit. Let's extend those legs. If you can come out of the saddle, great. If you can't, don't worry about it. Your ball is going to be on that front edge. And let's press into the ball. Think of keeping this lower part of your spine nice and still. Press into the ball and round the upper part of the spine. You're not bringing the shoulders forward. Just pretend we're doing a very weird 100 right here. Now, let's try and find tall. So the chest is open. The spine is straight. The shoulders are wide. The back is wide. Now, let's see. Keep the press on the ball. And let's see if we can just lift the heart a little bit. I felt my lower back wanting to participate in there, so I'm going to engage a little bit more in the glutes. And now see if I can open the chest and keep the lower part of my spine more stable. Hey, that's better. All right, let's go through the 3. Here we go. We have extension, we have tall, and we have flexion. There's our round. Okay, let's turn to the front and grab your magic circle again. And as I'm sitting here on my box, this is a kind of a shorter box. If you have long legs, fuller legs, you need a little more length here, feel free to sit on top of something up here. It really makes this a much more comfortable position. You're also welcome to let the feet hang. It means your toes can't help you do anything. So you can also try the leg hanging position. So we're going to do the magic circle hold running parallel to the handles. And let's just find here. So let's get those thighs active, holding that ball kind of flat on its sides. And now, without changing the knees, let's start to take that circle around and come back and go to the other side. And just see, where is that for you? This warm-up is really about us gathering information. Where does our body move? When you twist, do you feel a hip lifting? Are you pressing one thigh into the ball a little bit more than the other side to try and make this twist happen? Is a shoulder coming up into your ear? If you play golf, tennis, pickleball, basketball, that's something you have to look for, right? You don't want to pull yourself out of alignment because you're trying to twist. Let's try side bend. You're going to use the same lower half position. Put your magic circle just on your box next to you. And you're going to bend your elbow and put the inside of your arm just right on your circle. Your fingertips, I often tell people, wherever you tap, put your fingertips right there. It's going to have more to do with the length of your arm than anything else. And the other hand, we're going to put behind our head as if we were going to do a sit-up. Now, squeeze your ball. Get as tall, 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 right? We just worked on tall posture. We know what that feels like. It's not arching. And press a little into that magic circle. What does that feel like for you? What's connecting? Where are your buns? How's that fast doing? And let's come back up. As we switch sides, let's get that information. What does it feel like when we go to the other side? Move that over. Legs are active. Found my finger press position. There we go. And exhaling over. You might find that one side's a little easier to do or a little harder to do. I think I need to move my arm. And that's what happens, right? Always adjust if something doesn't feel great. It's your workout, and we want you to feel great doing it all the time. And coming up. Okay, those were our 5 positions. We were tall. We were round.